Hello everyone, I am Tacet, and today I'm going to be briefly going over a small change that ended up occurring to Arena today in Gems of War. They are now making it so you can never fight a Dawnbringer within the Arena minigame. It will now, whenever you end up facing someone that would have had a Dawnbringer, they will now be replaced with one of these 5 weapons, either the Kingslayer, the Soul Blade, Fire and Ice, Orpheus Lute, or Baat Jaam Dao, or however on Earth you pronounce that weapon. As far as what those weapons do, let's go and actually go and show them real quick. But yes, Dawnbringer will now forever in Arena be replaced with these 5 weapons, and they are the Kingslayer. So we have this one: deal damage to an enemy, deal 7 or more if they have 10 or more attack. The Soul Blade, which is another single target one that just gains souls, so basically nothing, really small amount of damage, not going to be much of a threat at all. Fire and Ice, which is basically just the same thing as Dawnbringer except slightly weaker, deals damage to all enemies and then give all allies 2 life instead of barrier and all that. It also of course uses 1 less color. The Orpheus Lute, which is a single target heal to it's a single heal to your hero, and then it cleanse and enchants all other allies. So not itself, it only gets the heal, but it gets the enchant and cleanse on everything else. And of course, whatever you call this thing, the Baat Jaam Dao, it deals damage to the 2 strongest enemies. Strongest enemies considered which ones have the highest durability, which is their highest HP plus armor value combined is the 2 that's going to hit. And it removes all purple to boost the effect at a 4-to-1 boost ratios, and if they happen to be a daemon, it also does 2 times additional damage, though there are very few daemons that get used within Arena, since very few, a good majority of the daemons are all higher rarity, not lower rarity, and since in Arena you draft between a common, a rare, and ultra rare, and your hero itself, you won't really be having many daemons to use that against. But yes, those are all 5 of the things that the Dawnbringer will now be replaced in. Of course, for any of you that don't know, the Arena minigame is unlocked from completing out the Broken Spire Kingdom. It's the first kingdom you ever get introduced to in the game, so most people just by default from just casually playing the game will just naturally have that done. Not to mention it's actually efficient to go and get that done immediately anyways. So this completing out that kingdom does indeed give you Arena. Arena is the best location that you can be going to be farming souls when you're first starting out. It's about 5,000 to 10,000 souls per hour as a newer player, and before having any kind of soul farming team built up, since you won't really have any cards to do so, it is a really nice way to obtain souls. Later on in the game, it can reach about 20 to 25,000 souls per hour, which is about mid-range, plus you end up getting trophies and everything else too. So some people do opt into actually using this method. I personally don't, but now that we don't have to deal with other Dawnbringers, I may start considering it. So of course, while the enemy is not able to use a Dawnbringer, we can go use a Dawnbringer ourselves if we so choose, but we won't have to deal with the enemies, so that's going to be pretty nice, that is for sure. So right off the bat, let's go and get all of our mana, and just go simply wipe him out then. We'll try for our extra turn there, didn't quite get it, but all we have to do is basically double Dawnbringer and we should be good to go. Right there, it looks like he was using a Dawnbringer himself, and he is now using a Kingslayer instead. That will be able to do a decent amount of damage to our hero, though in most other circumstances that is barely going to do anything, since very, very few troops in Arena naturally have over 10 attack. If I'm not mistaken, there's only 1, maybe 2 troops end up having over 10 attack, not counting your hero, of course. But anyways, let's go through the red zone, get the last little bit of our mana, need to go get that down, and one more Dawnbringer will indeed wipe, and he doesn't have any counter to it since he doesn't have a Dawnbringer of his own. So that'll work out really nice. I might have to test later how much souls per hour we can actually get using this new method. Not like it's any different than it already is, but of course we won't have to face this extremely overpowered weapon. No, it's not overpowered, but in the context of Arena, it is. For any of you that were wondering, I didn't even really go over this, but though most of you probably know what it does at this point from seeing it around. But yes, it is insanely good. It's the only mythic weapon currently in the game. They did say whenever they get around to nerfing Arena or nerfing Dawnbringer in Arena that they might add a new mythic weapon. But at this current moment in time, this is the only mythic weapon in the game. It deals damage to all enemies, boosted by yellow troops at a 2 times boost ratio, which is absolutely insane. And that's based on all ally and enemy yellows, so if the enemy has yellows as well, it'll boost even further. It then gives all allies barrier, which in itself is already pretty decent. And then on top of all of that, it has more. It also gains 2 magic if there are 13 or more red on the board. Of course, we're 1 short, though it's not really going to matter in this instance. But yeah, this was very excessively above the curve of what was reasonable within Arena, so it's nice that the enemy will no longer be able to use it. does seem a little bit weird that players that do own this can still use it within Arena, because of course we could still use this and wipe out everything just as easily as we always would be. But at least it's a nice healthy change for people that don't have a Dawnbringer, since you will no longer ever see it again, at least in the context of Arena. But yeah, that is that. Definitely pretty good to go and farm up all those souls. Of course, that's the main thing that you would ever really do Arena for, and can get some pretty decent rates. Not as good as some of the real soul farming teams, but given that you also get glory keys, a bit of gold, and trophies while doing so, some people do like to do this, and it's a nice change of pace compared to just doing standard soul farming. But anyways, guys, I'll bring it back up on screen one more time. Those are everything that the Dawnbringer will now be replaced with in Arena: Kingslayer, Soul Blade, Fire and Ice, Orpheus Lute, Baat Jaam Dao. You can still use it yourself, but whenever you see an enemy with one, that is what they have. So for example, if you end up fighting my team later of what we just used, it will have one of those 5 weapons instead. It will not have a Dawnbringer there. Anyways, guys, if you still have any other questions, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.